Hello. Welcome to Reading Time. My name's Time, and this week we're reading The Snowy Day by Ezra Jack Keats. Let's get to reading. The Snowy Day by Ezra Jack Keats is a children's picture book about a boy named Peter and his adventures on a snowy day. The book features vibrant colors and pictures throughout to show different things that Peter does throughout the day. Overall, it's a pretty straightforward story, but it's really cute and definitely one that I enjoyed reading. I didn't realize how much I would miss seeing snow until I moved down to an area where it doesn't ever really snow. And so the events that are depicted in this story of him doing snow angels and getting all prepped up and ready to go out into the snow really brings back some good memories for me. Overall, I am going to give this book 5 out of 5 stars. I think that it is a very great story, especially for the age range that I would recommend it for, which would be before school age, so preschool, all the way up through first grade. There really is no concerning content in this book. It's a very simple, everyday story. But even with its simplicity, there are some things that we can definitely teach from this book. So one of the things that you could use this book for, as far as teaching goes, is to teach the idea of sequencing events. So sequencing events basically just means that you're taking different events that happen in a story and you're putting them in order of when they happened. So for example, the first thing that happens in this book is Peter waking up and seeing that it has snowed. What you could do with this story is you could take some pictures from the story and cut them out and have students organize them in the order that they happened in the story. You could also have it where you have gaps in between events that happen and you have the students fill in what happened in between those gaps. A more personalized way that you could use this idea of sequencing is by actually having students write their own sequence story using transition words like first, then, next, to detail what they would do on a snow day. If you're in an area like I am where it doesn't really snow much, you might have to give suggestions to students about things that they could do on a snow day. You could also use this book to teach about different emotions. You could have students take a look at the way Peter's facial expressions change throughout the book. So, for example, on this first page, what does it look like he feels? To me, he kind of looks just like a little bit in awe of the snow. Later on in the book, he tries to save a snowball by putting it inside his snowsuit to save it for later. And then later, he discovers that it's gone, it's melted, and so he is very sad. And you can have students kind of discuss sadness and how this image, how the background points to the fact that he's sad. And then at the end, he has a little smile. He's happy because it's snowing again and he gets to have another snow day. So emotions are another thing that you can talk about with this book. How would students feel if they had a snow day? How would they feel if certain events happened in the book to them? For example, how would they feel about sledding down a big snowy hill or building a snowman? For more hands-on activity, if you're trying to help students with their fine motor skills, you could have them make snowflakes as an activity so that they can make their own snowy day in their classroom or at home. Really, there's a lot that you can do with this book, especially for those preschool to early elementary school readers. This week's poster square is pretty straightforward. It's this nice little snowflake right here, which I think looks very lovely, especially against that blue background. Let me know what you thought of The Snowy Day and if it's one that you've read before. Let me also know if you have any other recommendations in the comments. You may have noticed that I am posting this video on Tuesday instead of my normal Thursday video. I will still be posting my Thursday video this week. I'm just trying to catch up a little bit as I got behind with the Thanksgiving holiday and the Harry Potter series. So you can still expect to see the next 100 Kids book video on Thursday. Feel free to subscribe if you haven't already, and follow me on Facebook or Instagram for updates about what I'm reading. And as always, I hope that you have a marvelous week and a wonderful read.